Hi, I am back. I'm just trying to set up my chat so I can see all messages. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Yep, I've got my kid is all squared away, so you might hear him giggling or whatever in the background. And I fixed my front panel, so I'm just going to pick up where I left off before I messed up. All right. I ended up having to recut some of the pieces. Luckily, not all of them. But yeah, I haven't worked on this one for a few months, so it figures that I would get the pieces mixed up. I had ended up using 2 wrong pieces, not just one. And I need to move my mark. So I accidentally put it back in the wrong spot, or down in the wrong spot rather. Actually, um, just sharing in my group because why not? Okay. All right. Now, oh, I need that again. Are you watching on a TV or something? I usually like to watch lives on my TV, but then I'll have it also up on my tablet so that I can access chat. And then if I'm watching a live with multiple people on it, I will have both videos up on my computer just to give them traffic. And then as well as the chat on my tablet and the video on my TV. I get a little crazy with it. Ah, yeah, I never watched that. That's the one with, oh gosh, what's his name? Emilio Estevez's brother, Charlie Sheen, right? I'll take your word for it. It's never drawn my interest. Not really my type of comedy show. Well, if it is a comedy. I know it's a sitcom. And that's what sitcom is, but... And I just put that on without the washer. Something I commonly do. Of course. It wouldn't be me if I didn't make all the mistakes, which is one of the reasons why it takes me so long to finish bags oftentimes. All right. I will definitely agree with you there. Dexter was definitely a good one, and I wish they would have kept the spin-off going a lot longer. One season was not enough, especially when we were freshly introduced to his son as an adult. That was a hell of a way for him to go. But they always tend to end the really good shows too early, don't they? And there goes that bobbin. I knew it was coming to an end because it was getting curly. My machine sometimes makes noises when it's running low, but usually I just notice when it's curly. I used to be into Game of Thrones. I believe I stopped on the last season. Maybe not. I don't remember. But I know I still have to finish the end of it. I don't know how it ends because I've been ignoring everybody who talks about it. Because I don't want to know. Alright, set that piece aside. Well, thank you for that. I know that my husband is watching House of Dragon currently, and he is dying for somebody to talk to about it. But I told him, nah, I don't want to hear it, because once I finish out Game of Thrones, if I decide that I want to watch House of Dragon, I don't want to know what's coming. I try to avoid spoilers as much as I can, which is hard when there's so many people excited about things and all they want to do is talk about it with other people who are watching it at the same time. But I'm just a bit behind. Are you not one of those who is obsessed with oh God, what is that one called? The 80s one with the kids. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know what it is. I'm having a brain fart. Stranger Things. Yes, Stranger Things. I actually like that show, and it's one of the most accurate depictions of the 80s, which I love because it brings me back to good times. Really? You should check it out. It's actually pretty good. Might be better to wait until season 5 finally comes along and binge all 5 seasons, but it's good. I think the last season was probably the best out of all of them. You either, huh, Gypsy? I like it. I just don't like waiting 2 years in between seasons. I think they're getting a little crazy about that. I'm trying to think, what else do I watch? Because I don't really watch a lot of shows. Dexter was one. I watched NCIS until they got rid of the majority of the main original cast. But that one's crime. What We Do in the Shadows. That is one that I absolutely love. It's hilarious. Although the current season, I wouldn't say is their best, but it is still hilarious. I really love dark humor. House is one that I actually had trouble getting into. I really wanted to get into it. And back when it first aired, I was not into hospital shows of any kind except for ER. And then just time went by and I never tried watching it. Well, I tried watching it last year and oh my God, it just, the first episode, the pilot was absolutely just so drawn out. I actually tried watching it on 3 separate occasions and all 3 times I fell asleep. I just could not get into it. I think now I've finally managed to get through. I think I'm on like the 4th or 5th episode of the first one, of the first season. But I can't get into it too much. I have never seen Criminal Minds, though it was one that was on my list. So I might get to that one eventually. But it seems like the longer I wait, the older it gets, the less good it is, which is one thing that puts me off. And I love those older shows. Like, oh God, what was that one? X-Files. I used to love that one. What was it? 1 3/8. I actually started watching X-Files again recently on Hulu because they've got all of the seasons there. And even though the visual quality is not what we do now, it's still just as good as it was back then, except you can tell Gillian Anderson's acting was not as good in the first season as it was as the show got older. David Duchovny was, I didn't realize how much of a butthead he was in the first season either. But it definitely, I'm remembering some of the episodes and it's a good watch. Really? Well, I'm a ways away from the last season since I started rewatching it, so That's pretty cool, though. I have never watched The Sopranos either. I was never really into mafia or gangster style shows. The biker one. Oh, yeah, Sons of Anarchy, that one. I loved Sons of Anarchy. Pinky Blinders, that's one that I started to watch, but I think time got away from me, so I never really got to watch that much of it. These are going up too high. It's amazing how much I forget how to do my own patterns. I actually was just hearing something about Pinky Blinders the other day. What was it? There was David Bowie. One of his relatives was one of the people that the show was based off of. And the guy who played him had actually gifted his hat from the show to David before he passed away. The whole thing was a really cool read. It was just one of those things I saw in passing on Facebook, I think, but I thought that was really sweet. And I guess David had passed away before he could actually watch the show. Weeds, that's one I have not seen. I've seen Desperate Housewives. I haven't finished it though. I'm trying to think what else. I like to watch a lot of reality TV. One that I've seen recently, I believe there's only one season. There might only be 2 episodes too. I can't even I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of those cake making shows. It's actually on Amazon Prime. It's like a monster bake-off kind of a thing, but it's actually hosted by oh my god, my brain is major brain fart right now. Ugh. What is his name? He was in Hackers, and he was in Scream, and he was in 13 Ghosts. Oh my god. Why is my brain broken today? Okay. Right, I gotta look it up or I'm gonna go crazy because I just am. Matthew Lillard. Oh my god. Ugh. So yeah, anyways, it's a Monster Bake Off that's got Matthew Lillard as the host. And one of the judges, I don't know his name, is he does a lot of monster baking. I've been following him on TikTok. Can't remember his name to save my life. But he's actually pretty cool. And then the actress who played the little girl in Halloween in the first one. It's a pretty decent show. Alright, so I am not adding stabilizer pieces to these because I'm being lazy. I have never seen Survivor. I'm familiar with it, but that's just one of those reality shows that I never really got into, like Big Brother. I liked watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but I think I stopped watching after like season 6. And I'm not a fan of like those dating shows like The Bachelor, so I don't watch those. I do not blame you. Especially nowadays, everybody is so fake, and it's just the exact same thing. They try and hook up with everybody. They pick a winner in the end. Media follows them around for a few months. So-and-so cheats on so-and-so. So-and-so proposes to so-and-so. So-and-so gets married to so-and-so. So-and-so get a divorce because so-and-so was cheating or whatever. It's all the same. Hello, Linda. I am using a Juki 8700H. Very true. I will agree with you there, but I think it's just people like that, the idea of watching relationship disasters. So of course, ratings. And they probably figure it's a quick way to get a quick 15 minutes of fame. I personally, when it comes to that real life, looking in on people's lives, where they're living kind of a thing, I guess I'm old school. I prefer the original Real World and Road Rules from MTV, back before MTV sucked. Fortunately, I don't know anybody who has that kind of drama in their real life. Oh no, it's totally scripted. It is. I firmly believe that, because there's no way. There's no way all of that stuff is real. I remember there was a, was it, I'm pretty sure it was VH1 that did I Want to Be a VJ, and, or was it MTV? I can't remember. But Jesse was the kid who won at one point. I think the first season. And I actually met Jesse Camp outside of a Marilyn Manson concert downtown Minneapolis one year. That dude is freaking tall. Like, I'm 5'8.5". I'm pretty tall. But that guy was huge and skinny as a beanpole. Oh, I totally believe it. They have to have it scripted because ratings. You know, the average person in their day-to-day job or in their household, whatever the setting is going to be pretty damn boring. So they got to jazz it up somehow. But I think reality TV has gotten way out of hand in recent years. It's just not as fun as it used to be. Why am I doing this? I need to do this first. So I prefer crime and mystery shows nowadays over reality. Oh, trust me, I swear like a sailor, but the fact that I am on YouTube live right now and the fact that my 9-year-old is literally 3 feet away from me is what's pretty much keeping me in check. I remember a while back when my my pattern group was still relatively newish, and some drama had happened, and I made a post about said drama, stating that I won't tolerate it, and I used the word ass twice in this post. And some guy, I've never seen him in any other groups, so I don't know how active he is, told me that I said the word ass too many times in my post, and so he decided to leave my group. And me, with my simple little innocent mind at the moment, thought, I only said the word ass one time. What is he talking about? And so I had responded to him, there's only one ass in this post. And then about an hour later, I looked back at the comment and I thought, oh my God, that totally looks like I just called this guy an ass. And I looked at my post and there was indeed 2 times that I used the word ass in it. And so I wasn't intentionally being vulgar, and it wasn't an accidental slip of me swearing or anything. Not that the word ass is really a swear word. But yeah, that was the one and only time I slipped up and realized that I had been calling someone an ass unintentionally. But other than that, anytime I actually use those words, it's not that controlled, because I do not typically censor myself. I even have pattern tutorial videos or sewing videos on my channel where I don't censor myself. I don't care. I'm not monetized, and I do not care to censor myself when I know that my videos are catering towards adults. And if an adult doesn't like a swear word here and there, that's their prerogative. They don't have to watch. But I am trying to make a conscious effort to censor myself when on video now, because, oops, I did those on the wrong side. Not everybody's into it, and I get that. You know, it's a public platform. A lot of people who come to my channel want to see my videos about, you know, all my sewing content. They don't want to hear me swearing up a storm at my machine or whatever, so. Wow, that's a lot of sailors. How true is it, though, the term swearing like a sailor? Because I've never actually known any sailors. I believe my grandfather was Army, but his house was very censored. He didn't even want me and my cousins watching MTV in the 80s. My grandmother would sneakily let us watch it when he wasn't around, but he had everything censored. And the strongest swear word he ever used was the word damn it. Thank you, Nicole. I am most unapologetically myself any other time. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be censored, but I'm trying to make a conscious effort. No promises, no apologies. Oh, I know some truckers that are definitely big old potty mouths. I don't blame them. Working a job like that, I'd be surprised if every other word out of my mouth wasn't a swear. Very true. But unfortunately, we do live in a time where a huge chunk of people now are offended by the littlest words, which is pretty sad, but I guess it is what it is. All right, now I am Gen X. I was born at 79 in 79. I am 45 years old, and I am not offended by much of anything at all. And so it's odd for me to see somebody just get up in arms over the littlest thing. You know, it's like, get over it. I'm from the rub some dirt in it generation. I don't care. So, whatever. Well, then good. If I do slip up, it won't offend either of you. Although my son will probably give me a scolding if I swear, so I'll behave for now. He actually has a worse potty mouth than I do. But we don't really... We try to discourage it because he's actually autistic, and so it comes freely from his mouth as regular conversation. And he doesn't realize that some people don't appreciate it and that it's not really appropriate for someone his age to use those words. But I'm not going to, like, get angry at him for doing it. Again, it doesn't offend me, so... I like that. The gift of swear. I have a 17-year-old who I swear all the time in front of her. And it doesn't even seem to faze her. But if she sees that I'm not around, she will swear freely around her dad, which I don't understand because he doesn't swear as much as I do. But the second I come around, she instantly censors herself like she's going to get in trouble. She actually used the word a-hole once in front of me and then freaked out because she thought I was going to get mad. Now where I don't think I grabbed a strap. Let me go grab one. Let's see here. Maybe I will do webbing. Let's see here. This is black and white. it. Okay, so I don't have enough webbing. Not in a good color. You know what would be perfect here is this stuff, but in the 1-inch. But she said it's not coming until December. Makes me so sad. So I guess I will just use, I'll just use vinyl. Oh, yeah. That's definitely not something you want. My my son does swear at school. Last year it was drastically different. Like every other word out of his mouth was a swear word. And he was using the big ones. The F-bomb, the holy S. And unfortunately, when you have a classroom full of the special needs, I guess is the best blanket term. I don't know if neurodivergent really fits that, but in his special ed classroom, a good chunk of those kids started going home using his very colorful words. So a lot of parents weren't too happy. But this year we're doing better, right, kiddo? Uh-huh. A lot better. Because swearing is not okay, right?
Yeah.
Not around other people.
Yeah.
Because they may not like it.
Yep.
He's the kind of kid I would have been friends with. Oh, I should probably trim this down to the right size before I end up with a super long piece here. But I don't remember how long it's supposed to be. 45, okay. All right. Let's... Four. $24, $34. Anybody else find that the ruler on their table is not accurate? It's such a pain. Oh my God. You gotta love those parents though. what are you going to do about it, parent? I'm not going to do anything about it. What's done is done. Maybe teach your kid not to be an a-hole. Oh, God. Yeah, mine's Dookie. I got it from Sewing Gold, and I don't think that they build their tables themselves. I know that Thor, Sunny Sewing, I believe they put their tables together. My cylinder arm does not have markings on it. No ruler. I wish the plate for the machine had one on it, though. That would be nice. Right, exactly. Not my business, not my kid. Not my circus, not my monkeys. A cylinder arm definitely is beneficial. However, if you do larger bags, I would definitely recommend getting a partial table or a pedestal stand instead of the standard machine table that comes with it. So if you ever get to a point where you're ready to start looking for a machine, definitely think about the projects that you would be using that machine for. And if you're doing larger bags, you're going to want a smaller table. If you're doing smaller bags, and so you're going to have a tighter space to work around, like top stitching the opening of, say, a Mabel, then I would suggest looking into vertical post machines. It's essentially the same thing as a cylinder arm, except the post comes up from the bottom instead of out from the side. So it's a little bit easier to maneuver because the cylinder arm itself is actually relatively thick. The only benefit is that you don't have the flat bed or the table underneath it. My only regrets are not getting an actual Juki cylinder arm and not getting a pedestal table. Now, I'm not knocking Sunny sewing machines, but my Thor has been problematic literally since day one. And it took well over a year for me to get it to a point where it was actually usable. It is usable now. It was nearly impossible to find any kind of videos or information for servicing it online. And I had to ask around several times until somebody was finally able to give me a video that wasn't a Thor, but it did solve my issue. My primary issue was that it was, it just didn't want to participate ever. So, the timing was off, and I was able to fix the timing. Also, my needle kept falling out, and I did contact Sam at Sunny sewing, and he sent me a new screw, and when I replaced the screw, the needle did stop falling out. But yeah, I had that machine for over a year before I could actually do solid sewing on it, and I managed to use it for top stitching 4 sling bags yesterday, and it actually worked the whole time. So I finally have a fully functional cylinder arm, but I really want a post machine. Hi. How are you? Yeah, it does definitely get a bit pricey. If you're wanting one, I would definitely go for the Thor budget wise. But there are different hacks that you can do with a domestic machine. I've seen a lot of people who have purchased these sort of a riser that'll bring up your machine by like 5 inches or so that you can actually take off the lower compartment and use it as a cylinder arm in a way that it's more functional, like an industrial. You just don't have the power behind it. But yeah, if it's just a hobby and you're not selling, I wouldn't recommend it at all, because it is very, very... I'm a hobby sewist. I am a hobby sewist. I have to remind myself of this often. But I also sell my bags because my husband says I'm not allowed to keep them all. And I have an overabundance of them in my house. So it was pretty much essential that I open up a shop. I have heard that the 1181s are pretty amazing machines, and I know that they became popularized because of Lauren Mormino, because that's her primary machine. And I have to admit, when I first bought my 8700H, I almost went for the 1181 because of the fact that she used that machine, and she's the cause of all of this, the reason why I make bags. But after doing more research and knowing that I was going to be doing much thicker bags, I wanted to get as heavy duty as I could, and the only thing that stopped me from getting the 1541S at the time was because this setup was $1,000 total. The machine, all of its parts, and shipping on top of that, $1,000 exactly. And if I would have gone with the 1541, it would have been around 2,500, I think, at the time. And since I was so new and it's a hobby, and my husband was going to kill me if I spent that much money, I just opted to get this one. And I don't regret it. I absolutely love this machine. But if I had to do it over again with a larger budget, I would have definitely gone for the 1541S. Do you sell at like events, or which one of you was it that said you were doing the brick and mortar locally? Because that is definitely a good way to go if you don't have an online shop, or if you don't do events. I'd love to find a boutique to sell some in, but I don't exactly live in an area that would appreciate goth or Halloween or dark bags. on a regular basis. Oh gosh. Yeah, I honestly don't blame him. When you think about it, all the bags you want to make, you can't keep them all. Five and 3, 4. How can you have 70 completed quilts? I mean, those have to take up a ton of space. That is a lot. Definitely go for the Thor. It's best budget wise. Like I said, I don't regret it, but I absolutely would have gone for the full-on Juki if I had the funds. But $5,000, I believe, is what I totally did this wrong. I'm not even paying attention. There I go, getting distracted again. $5,000 is what Steve at Sewing Gold sells the. Nope, that's the cylinder arm. I'm thinking, yeah, the cylinder arm. We're still talking about the cylinder arm. Yeah, the he sells the Juki for around $5,000, and I believe I paid right around 3,000 after shipping, or maybe a little more than, no. It had to have been under 3,000 for my Thor. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to what the heck I'm doing here. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yes, $3,000. So that's roughly what I paid, because I don't think the price has fluctuated much in the last year and a half, 2 years. So I know that he runs deals on them from time to time, and sometimes he has some used Jukies. So it's if you get one that works, it's a good deal. Have you ever considered, Gypsy, maybe donating some to like women's shelters or something like that? Because I believe you can also, I don't know how it works when you don't have a business, but I know the business you can do stuff like that as a write-off. So, I mean, it's a good way to get rid of them and know that they're going to be used and loved instead of just thrown in a closet and forgotten like a lot of people do with their gifts. I personally have 3 quilts that people have made for me, and they're not huge, but I have one on the back of the chair that I'm currently sitting on, one on the back of my desk chair, and another one that I don't have a place to display it currently, so it's sitting folded up and covered, but I feel bad about it being there. And I've got a barker. Amazon must be here. That's where my marks were supposed to be, huh? See, this is why it pays to pay attention when you're sewing. Because I did my marks on the wrong side. So I no longer had them. I'm actually going to go a little lower on that, I think. I get distracted easily. It's not just from being on the live. Right? I love this. It's such a fun print. I got this from K&A Fabrics. That's so pretty. I had another one similar to this, but it didn't say Women of Horror on it. And I believe I got it from a really small fabric shop that I found when I first started sewing with vinyl, but she only sold it in sheets, and I was never able to get it in like a 12-inch roll or 18-inch roll or even a yard. So I'm sad because I would have loved to have had more of it because it was really nice. And I know that Lauren had something like that that she had made for herself, but she never released it as a print to the public. So occasionally I'll see more print that's similar. I try and grab it where I can, but I've also put myself on a vinyl buying freeze because I've got too much. My family has never been a family of quilters. Instead, we've got a bunch of knitters. So we always got, and my kids got, crocheted blankets from my aunt. I would love to learn how to crochet one day. But that's one of those things where you really need patience. How can you not? Quilts are awesome. Growing up, we always had them all over. Like, they were at my grandparents' house, they were up at our cabin. We always had quilts everywhere. But I never thought about how much work goes into one. Anybody who can actually make a full-on quilt, especially at their large size. Oh, so many props to you. What is Hawaiian quilting? I've never heard of that before.
So, how nice.
Hand-sewn quilting? Oh, that sounds like it would be so time-consuming. But I bet the results are beautiful. What are you laughing at, Goofy? hand punishing. I'm definitely going to have to look that up because that's... I really love when stuff is handmade and really, really intricate, but to a degree that you can't tell that it's handmade because it's such delicate work. I don't know how to explain it, but I really do love stuff like that. So I'm going to have to take a look. Did you seriously just say years? Oh my God. Okay, I need to look this up. All right, let me take a peek. Are you freaking kidding me? You do that? By hand. Oh my God. I'm going to have to take a deep dive into looking at those. See if I can find anything my style. Because now I'm going to have one. Those are gorgeous. That's crazy. If it takes years to make like a king size. Wow. I am thoroughly impressed. I mean, it's like, I don't even know how to explain how that, it's like little worm channels or something. I don't even know what you call those things because I don't know squat about quilting, but I've got it up here on my computer. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I would never have imagined that that is handmade. That is exactly the kind of stuff that I can appreciate. All right.
Huh.
Oh, I did my stitches up too high. Oh well. Just won't be able to connect those to the side panel, which is fine.
Hey, look.
I see.
Really silly.
Yep.
Oh, we need exercising. We can exercise. Run as fast as you can. Uh-oh. What should we do? What is it? It's stuck.
Don't play around over there, kiddo. Oh, are you running laps again?
Yes.
Be careful. Be very careful.
Why?
Because I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Oh, look.
What?
The hole.
Yep, that's
In
there.
that hole.
Yep, that's there.
The holes are there.
Okay. No more lounging. Get back to work.
Me?
Nope, not you, bud. No, don't scare the dog.
Really sleepy.
Oh, you could take a nap.
It's a magic trick. It's a magic trick. You like magic tricks?
Sometimes.
Watch. Run as fast as you can. So you
That's your magic trick.
Hiya!
Careful over there.
Magic.
Nope, that's not a toy, please.
Magic.
Hey, kiddo. Come back over here, please. Hey, bud, come on. Come away from there. Put the stool back.
Come here. There we go. Now we can run as fast as I can.
No, we're not running.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Poor little man. Woo! Sorry.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bud, don't do that.
Down.
See if this will fit here. Yeah, no, that needs a big one. You gonna lay down and take a nap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Just leave it on the floor. You know, I think one of the reasons why it takes me forever to put bags together is because I put on way too much hardware. Let me see here. One, two, three. Yeah, I'm not going to chance it. What are you doing?
Right here.
Well, it's probably because of that crook in your neck. Don't sit like that. Lay down and stretch out your neck. All right. Set this piece aside. Now, where's... What did I do with the bag bottom?
Penguins.
Oh.
What?
Talk about a brain fart. Oh geez, I sewed that on crooked. That is very obviously crooked. At least it's just basting. Trying not to tear this up. Not succeeding. Wow. Just broke two clips back to back. This is why I prefer my big metal ones. All right. Oops. At least you're staying productive.
What?
Oh, you what? What are you working on over there?
Me?
No, not you. I see what you're working on. Hi, Kiva. Oh, somebody wants attention. Somebody wants attention. Say hello to the camera. Little puppy break. All right, goofy girl. Down you go. What are you doing? You are just being crazy. Getting out all that energy, huh, mister? You getting out all your energy? Can you even hear me with your headphones on? I said, are you getting out all of your energy? You got the wiggles. You got the wiggles too, sitting down there shaking your little tail.
Really sweaty.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get really physical and exercise. Getting crazy all over the place.
Yep.
I don't really need this foot for this one.
Sit back. Can I show you something?
Oh, baby.
Look.
I see. What is that?
Look.
I don't see anything. That's a really long time frame of white space. Oh. Is that your evolving? Your evolution?
Yeah. That's about science. Is it science?
Yep. Evolution is science. I'll get in there. Okay. All right, there is the exterior. And this is what it looks like without any kind of stabilizer, because I chose not to do stabilizer on this one. So while I am doing the lining, I'm going to go ahead and train the exterior so that it'll be mostly ready, or mostly done when the whole bag is done. Where are you going?
Upstairs.
Nope. Not till your sister gets home.
Oh, look. What is this? Is that Ori's?
No.
I think that's Ori's.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope, it's mine.
Why is that yours? Why is that?
Because it is. Oh, I knew my foot slipped off. Dang it. Bud, come away from there, please. You looking to see what's on camera?
Copying?
Hmm?
Are you copying?
Copying what?
Are you copying things?
No. That's filming what I'm doing. These are actually from Amazon. I got a pack of 100 of them for like, maybe it was like $8 to $10. And these things are amazing. I actually have two different kinds. I've got these black ones, which are pretty strong. But then I've got these metal ones, which are super strong. Or, well, they're both metal. But the silver ones that are about as strong as those huge handheld clamps. And I use those for really problematic areas. But they're great for training, and when you're sewing with vinyl and lots of layers, they definitely come in handy. I need somewhere to set this where it won't fall. There we go. Here, give me a sec. I will grab the link for you. Let's see here, which ones are these? All right, so these are the black ones. And these are the silver ones. Those are associate links, so if you don't want to use those, just open it like in an incognito browser, and then just copy the name into search on a regular browser. It's totally fine. I just grabbed that because it's the quickest link to access. On a bag as big as Mr. Heckle's, yeah, they would come in handy quite a bit. That is one that is on my list to do, and I still have not had a chance. You are most welcome. I absolutely love those things. I'm slowly replacing all of my plastic clips with them. This is all I have left of my plastic sewing clips. I've already broken about 6 or 7 of them just during this live. So they are diminishing or depleting quite quickly here. All right, now I need the zipper pocket. What's weird though is I've noticed that the ones that Lauren sells are of a higher quality than the typical ones you can get in those tins on Amazon. Exactly the same clips, but you can tell it's a different quality. So they do last longer than those ones, but I'm not nice to my clips. So even those ones don't last very long. All right, where's the main lining? What are you doing, cuckoo kid? You were just all over the place. And what did I do? There it is. Uh-oh, I think Amazon might be here now. Both of my dogs are going nuts. What are they doing? Oh, yep. Amazon just left. Oops. Needs to be 3.
Sweaty.
Yeah, I can tell. Which is good. You need to get all that energy out so you can actually sleep tonight.
It's a hook. It's not a hook. For crocheting.
You found a crochet hook?
For crocheting. Right.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. And 3. Let me go to the center. Hey, bud, come back over here. Why don't you watch a show on your tablet? Okay. Three and 3. Hey, Nova. Y'all finished up with your sewing stuff for the day? Oh, thank you. I need to redo them. I just bought some new stencils and I'm waiting until we get some real winter weather so I can do some other designs on them since I don't want to do spooky season right now. Which is weird since I'm spooky all year long, but that's okay.
Nineteen
1950s.
We are in the 1950s.
We are not in the 1950s, actually.
This house got made in 1950.
This house was not built in the 1950s. Yes, 2001.
Or 2002.
Nope. 2001.
2000.
Nope. It was farmland in 2000. I have a striped bag that I've got to work on today, but I'm still waiting for the fabric to be delivered, which should be in the next hour or so. Did you find your box?
Don't cool me off.
Cool you off.
Please.
Sit still, you'll cool off.
No, not.
Yeah, you will.
It's fan glue. It's fan. It says fan-made movies without an M.
If you say so, goofball.
Fan-made movies without an M.
You're a goofball.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You are.
Do you want to go to Max?
Nope.
Max is fun.
Remember how I was telling you about copyright? I can't play any music or watch anything on TV when I'm on live on YouTube. I can do that when I'm on TikTok, but I'm not on TikTok right now. Hey, bud.
What?
You okay?
My hair's bothering me. Do you want to do my hair?
I will in a little bit.
Ah.
Oh, that's a relief. I would go nuts. I hate when they do that. That's happened to us before, but we usually have when the postmaster calls our USPS driver, it's usually somebody filling in for the regular person, and the postmaster will personally deliver it if they do that, because they do not like having them pre-scan around here. But I'm glad you got your stuff, and I'm sure your Patreon people are going to be excited too. I have been hoarding these pulls for
Horning.
far too long.
Honk the horn.
Hoarding. Hoarding. The word is hoarding.
Horn.
No.
Horn.
Hoarding.
Bah.
Anyway, this one is Vampira.
Meh. Meh.
And it kind of sucks that I'm using it on the inside, but there are no external zippers on this bag, so.
Meh. 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 Meh.
Thank you. He's 9 years old, and he likes being silly. Hey, bud.
What?
Somebody said you have a cute voice.
Oh, thank you. fuzzy sheep.
Nope.
Fuzzy sheep.
Nope. That is not a fuzzy sheep. That is a Rubik's Cube.
Fuzzy sheep.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Man.
You sound like a fuzzy sheep. Why are you kissing it? You're so weird. You're so weird. You are such a little weirdo.
Because it's a fuzzy sheep.
It's not a fuzzy sheep. Hello, Melissa. No, totally not late. I've been sewing probably for a few hours now. I started earlier, went to get my kiddo from school, and then I came back. And I'm just testing out YouTube Live. I've only ever gone live on TikTok before, so new experiences and all. Shinova, this is a zipper jig from Myth Leather Co. I've got a video all about it somewhere on my channel. It's actually a really cool metal doohickey. It does both number 5 and number 3. I don't know if he has any left or not, but Garth, I know, did a pre-order earlier this year for them. I don't think he has his website up anymore. Oh, getting a phone call. But he said if there's enough interest, he would do more. I actually asked him yesterday about doing shorter ones or longer ones. What are you doing, kiddo?
Fuzzy sheep. Fuzzy sheep. Fuzzy sheep.
Yeah, I've seen those acrylic ones around. I haven't actually tried them, but with my luck, I would snap one in two. I have dropped this thing, I don't know how many times. I've rolled my chair over it. I've stomped on it. This thing is definitely in it for the long haul. What are you doing, goofball?
Just checking.
Just checking. This thing is so versatile for so many different things. I also use it for mashing my thread when I burn it, because then it gives it a nice smoothness, because I hate having that rough edge when you stick your hand in a zipper and you can feel it.
I found a fuzzy sheep.
You found a fuzzy sheep.
I'm almost done.
Am I almost done? I'm more than halfway through the bag, but I'm not really close to being done. I have this pocket to put in, and I have a slip pocket to put in, and then I have to put all of the inside pieces together, and then I have to connect the inside to the outside. Then I'll be done. It might take a while, and that phone call was from the eye doctor, which means my new glasses are probably in, so I'll probably not be on too much longer, because I think they close at, no, they close at 7 today. Oh, there's all kinds of cool toys out. I've been planning on doing a gadget video. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have so many videos that are sitting in editing, as well as stuff planned, but working on my patterns, I haven't had a chance to really tackle them. I've got a top stitching video that's ready. Well, it's about halfway edited. Okay. Why is there a Rubik's Cube on my sewing table? You are being goofy. I told you you were. I told you. You're being a goofball. All right, kiddo. You are in a silly mood, I can tell. And you're only going to get sillier. We were talking about industrials earlier. Shinova, didn't you say you have the, is it the 8500 or the 8550?
No.
Oh, I'm not talking to you, mister.
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. All right, you keep that. I don't need that.
What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing because you are silly.
Fandango. It says Fandango.
No, it says Fandango.
Family movies without an M.
Goofy.
Family movies without an M.
If you say so. All right, and I am not going to put the snap on the top of this. Yeah, the 5550. That's the one that's similar to the lightweight 8700, right? Yeah, I'm jealous of your 1541. That's my dream machine. It's the power of this one, but with a walking foot. I love a compound walking foot.
Walking foot.
What are you talking about, mister?
Ink walk. He's going to sleep. Watching you.
Watching me? You're watching me? How can you watch me from around the corner? 20 twist. That's not how it works. Oh my God, let me tell you. We went to the eye doctor almost 3 weeks ago. And my 17-year-old has astigmatism, so she needs glasses. And I am nearsighted, so of course I need glasses. My husband, hey bud, come back over here, please. My husband does not have perfect eyes. I don't know what his vision is, but I know he's farsighted. And he needs glasses, but he refused to acknowledge that reality and does not wear them unless he needs them for reading. But this little guy over here cannot stop bragging about the fact that he has 20/20 perfect vision. And he reminds us every chance he gets. He just told me that he's watching me from around the corner because he has 20/20 vision. You are a goofball.
My own cereal.
Well, my bobbin's going again, I think. What are you doing? Yes, I have the 8700H. And I do love it. I had initially, when I was doing my research, found the Sewing Gold YouTube channel, and Steve has a ton of videos on this machine as well as some of the other more popular Jukis. And because I knew that I was making bags that were too thick for my domestic and I wanted to make thicker bags, I started paying more attention to all of the videos that he was putting on his channel. And what got me, oh, there goes my bobbin. What got me was the fact that he sewed through 14 layers of vinyl. And I was absolutely shocked. So when I bought the machine and I actually got it all set up and everything, I took some marine vinyl and I started layering it and layering it and layering it. And sure enough, I got up to 14 layers on this machine. I would not try it with my Teflon feet, but any other foot, I absolutely, with the standard foot that came with it, I absolutely would, because it's a beast. This is probably the equivalent to the 1541 minus the walking foot.
I like your crow.
I do too, bud.
Thank you.
I love his videos. He's very in-depth, and I love the fact that if you call him up and you have an issue, he will make you your own personal tutorial video on how to fix whatever your issue is. I learned so much about my machine before I even went through checkout. And I guess his son may be gearing up to take over the business at some point, because he's been there a lot more every time that I've called. So that'll be helpful. I love a generational shop. Keep it in the family. What are you doing, kiddo? Are you filming me?
Yes.
Alright, let me get these off before I keep going. I do wish it had a walking foot, and if I had had it within budget at the time, I would have gone with the 1541S. Because the 1541S is essentially the walking foot version of this machine. Which would be the more beastly version of the not the 1341, the 1181N. So the 1181N works for bag making, but if you want to go into beast mode, you need the 1541S. But if you don't need the power of a compound walking foot, you go with the 8700H. But if you don't need the heavy duty but still don't want the walking foot, you go with the 8700 or the 5550. I love a good Juki machine. I didn't know you could buy a sewing machine on Etsy. That's technically not handmade. Then again, they don't even follow their own rules. But whatever.
Alright.
Yeah, I tried to buy my machines only through him, but I was I really, really wanted a cylinder arm, and I think my husband would have divorced me if I would have dropped $5K on a machine. So I went between the Juki, the Thor, and the Texo. And I wasn't hearing great things about the Texo. And the fact that Lauren got rid of hers made me doubt that machine. But in the long run, it turns out that she only got rid of it because it was too much machine for her. And she liked the 1341 from Thor better. So to be budget friendly, I chose to go with the Thor. Unfortunately, my particular machine had a lot of issues, and I wasn't able to sew with it for very long. Like, I literally locked it up the first time I sewed on it, and it took me about 4 or 5 hours just to clear it out. But I have it working now. The timing was off, and it took over a year for me to get the timing fixed. Because I couldn't find any videos on how to do the timing. And I wasn't getting any help from where I would have expected it to come from. So I just basically ignored the machine. But now it works, and
like perfect.
I'm happy. Well, not perfect. It's not perfect, but I am definitely happier now than I was when I bought it. All right, so I have no more hardware to deal with since I'm not going to be adding any magnets.
I like your crow.
You like what?
The crow.
You like the crow?
Oh, there.
That's a raven.
The raven?
Yep. Oh, I cut these pieces too long.
I see that. It's kind of like a crow.
It is kind of like a crow, but a raven is so much fluffier. Kind of like our raven. Raven's nice and fluffy, huh? Mm-hmm. We have a 5-pound Pomeranian and an 18-pound American Eskimo. She does not like to be down here.
Guess what?
Well, baby.
Dinosaurs evolved into birds.
Yeah, they did.
They did. By surviving.
How did they survive?
What?
How did they survive?
I don't know.
They evolved.
They evolved.
Which means that they changed with time
Like this one.
to make sure that they could stay alive.
Like this one.
Like what? Oh, that's just a statue.
You like Halloween? You like Halloween?
Oh, you know I love Halloween.
I love Halloween too.
I know you do.
You like Christmas?
I don't like Christmas as much as Halloween because Christmas isn't usually spooky, and I like spooky stuff.
You like spooky
But
stuff?
we have spooky Christmas here, don't we?
Yeah.
With Nightmare Before Christmas all over. And skulls. And what other kind of spooky stuff do we have out at Christmas time?
What?
What kind of spooky decorations do we keep out at Christmas
I
time?
don't know.
You don't know? Everything in the living room. Alright, now let me trim these down because there's no point in having them so long since I cut them too long. Oops. Smacking you around there.
That looks like a raven.
Yep.
It looks like a
Speaking of really cool gadgets, have you guys seen this foot? I mean, this thing is insane. It's got all these hinges all over it. And this spring doohickey thingy. This is the alternative to a hump jumper. And I absolutely love it. I tend to switch between 3 different feet on almost every single bag. And that is one of my favorites. It's not Teflon, which does suck, but oh, I'll show you. I'll show you real quick here. Just grab some scrap vinyl. All right, so let's fold this up. So if you, it might not work on this, but if you are sewing and you go for a thick, nope, that's too thin. All right, I'm gonna have to really bulk it up here. See if this will work. All right. Can't move it. Gotta get hump jumper. And it's still not really. All right, so that was with just my regular Teflon foot. Isn't that such pretty stitching? Yeah, that zipper jig is pretty amazing. I love it. I have not put in a zipper on a single thing without it. Not since getting it. So this thing works like a hump jumper. Whoop. See, that's what I was telling you. It's not Teflon. So let me try again with my thread lubricant. I need to grab my new bottle. Get that under there. So it does work. It works better when it can actually move over the material.
You like one bird.
All right.
It's a skull.
Now you can compare the stitching.
It's a skull.
So, I mean, obviously this is 4mm stitching going through
Skull.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 layers. There's your 14 layers of vinyl. So I told you this machine is a beast. But yeah, it works as a hump jumper so that you don't have to use your actual hump jumper. Whereas with this one, it's got some skipped stitching in there and it went all jagged because the foot wanted to go everywhere. Yeah, nope, this is one of my primary feet now. So very, very handy. It is bulky, which I'm not a fan of because I only typically use slim Teflon feet. But it absolutely comes in handy a lot of the time. So, and these, this came from Steve at Sewing Gold. I think I paid $20 for it. It may have been less. He tends to throw discounts at me when I'm not paying attention. Totally worth it though. Totally worth it. And they are up on the website. I can't remember what he calls it. Let me see here. Okay, so it's called the Hump Jumper Presser Foot for Juki DDL 8700. I'm pretty sure you can use it on other machines. Obviously not a walking foot machine because you don't need one on there. But here is the link. It is a tank. Now, I have a tendency to pick up all kinds of fun little gadgets and doodads and tools and things and try everything out because I'm always looking for the next best thing. So, like, actually, Shanova, this one's your fault. I did get one of these guys from Wawak. It's got a stiletto on one end and a seam ripper on the other. I don't use it though because it's so big and bulky. All right, you little sheep. I use these cheapy things for my seam rippers, and I use an owl for a stiletto. So that's what I'm used to. And I got this because I thought it looked really cool. And it is. I like the way it looks. It's just the point is too short for me. And I'm so used to using a thin seam ripper. It doesn't sit comfortably in my hand. But I bought it and I tried it. So that's what I do. Let me see, what else do I have that's nope, but we do not play with the industrial sewing machine. Thank you. Oh, here's one I bet a lot of you have not seen. This I actually picked up on AliExpress. It was like $5. And what you do is you can adjust the spacing on here. As you can see, there's like these little teeth. So you loosen the screw and then you can widen or shrink the little prongs as you need. And you use them for poking the holes for your posts. So you just stick it on there, tap it with a mallet, and there you've got both your holes done. I haven't had a chance to use this one yet, but I need to.
You need to? I don't think so.
What don't you think so for?
Because you sew like a fuzzy sheep.
I sew like a fuzzy sheep. I don't think fuzzy sheep sew. I was wondering why that was taking so long to stitch. I still have my stitch length set to 3. see. What else do I have that's fun?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I found glue.
Yep, I've got glue. I've got all kinds of cool things in here.
Whoa. Looking awesome.
These things come in handy for
Oh.
cutting credit card slots
It's for
when you're doing something like the...
It's for cleaning ketchups.
It's not for cleaning ketchup.
Ah.
When you're doing like coffin wallet or any of those wallets that have the dot slit dot, this one is the perfect width for it, for the wide slots, and this one for like the thinner ones that are on the coffin wallet. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the stuff you've got planned, because I always look for new stuff. Always, always, always. Yes, I do have new patterns in the works. I currently have 1, 2, 3 patterns that I have prototypes done for that I need to complete, double check measurements and whatnot. And then I have about 7 or 8 full sketches and about 3 sketches that I've started that I haven't completed yet. So I have about 10 patterns planned and 3 or 4 in the works. But I am actually not going to do any more new patterns throughout the rest of this year, because I really need to finish the Narcissist update, which I got to poke all of my testers because we've all pretty much just kind of pooped out since working on the Bat Company wallet and the Just Checking checkbook patterns. And plus, with the holidays coming up, everybody's starting to get busy. They've got their holiday markets, they've got their family gatherings. And so I'm just not going to put anybody else to work for the rest of the year. However, last year I was working on a Christmas holiday flat pack for the Greedy Clutch that I never got around to finishing. So I'm going to try to get that finished and then possibly to the testers.
Is that the gas pedal?
That's not a gas pedal. Get it to the tester. Nope, that is a machine pedal. That's what makes my motor turn on when I'm sewing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can get those flaps to the testers in time, I'd like to release those this year. But absolutely, my brain is always going. I'm always creating new designs. I have, I bought a massive Samsung tablet so that I can lay down in bed and sketch when I'm not sewing, so that I'm constantly creating. So absolutely, I do have more coming. Where do I find what, like all of the gadgets that I'm always finding? Just kind of randomly. I found the punching tool when I was buying hardware on AliExpress.
Oh, there's a moon. Let's go to the moon.
I would rather not go to the moon, but you are more than welcome to pretend to do it.
Rocket.
The wallet. Oh, the this thing. Those are also from Amazon. I can grab you the link for those too if you want. All right, that's Amazon. Okay, those are called, well, it's a generic brand, so it's called Leather Purse Bank Card Cutter Craft Wallet Flip Case. I don't know why they throw in 50 damn words. It's so stupid. But here is the link for those. And it is a 2-pack, so you get both sizes. That is awesome. Make sure you make yourself a matching set. Because that was my inspiration behind doing the wallet. I decided that I needed to have a cute little wallet to go with it.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Because I'm the king of sewing.
You're the king of sewing. Oh, well, let all of these sewing people know that you are the king of sewing, even though you've never touched a sewing machine in your life.
I don't know why.
You don't know why? Because you have never expressed interest in learning. If you ever want to learn how to sew, I can teach you how to sew on one of my smaller machines. I just have to remember how to use them. All right. Let's get this sucker done. Oh, please do not break those tubes, kiddo. I use those when I buy a lot of vinyl and I have to roll them up. And if I buy them by themselves, people charge $20 for one tube. So I would like to be able to reuse those.
Incorrect password.
Password?
Wrong password.
I don't need a password.
Yes, you need. For cleaning your ears.
A password for cleaning my ears. That's the first I've ever heard of that. Put them down, please. I don't want you to smash them. I just told you. People charge $20 for one of those things, and I don't want to have to replace them.
Sure.
Thank you. That's right. The king of sewing with 20/20 vision. Have to remember that. What are you doing, Goofy? Little sheep. All right. Now I'm almost done. I'm going to put the outside on the inside.
Yay!
Well, I'm going to attach the outside to the inside.
Are you almost done?
Almost. I'm getting there.
Bangadoo. Bangadoo.
Hi, Raven.
Bangadoo.
What are you doing? Hi there.
Bangadoo.
You want to say hello? Say hi, Raven.
Hi.
Raven. That just feels so good, huh? Hi. Say hi. No? She said nope. She doesn't care. Hi.
Owen.
All right, go back
It
upstairs.
says Owen Penson.
Who?
Owen Penson.
I don't know who that is.
That's Owen Penson.
I don't know who that is. What do you need, Raven?
He is nice too. Oh, look, it's
Oh, did I
Frankenstein.
mess that up somehow?
Is it Frankenstein?
That is not a Frankenstein.
Oh.
That is a camera mount. I have dozens of them. Ow, ow. Goofy boy. Alright. She doesn't really like to play.
She loves to
I
play.
just put all these away when I needed them again.
Ready.
Oops.
She doesn't care. My boy.
Alright. Let's get this sucker finished, huh? Hi, you just gonna sit there by my side? What are you making that sound for? Goofy. Your sister should be home in the next 20 minutes or so.
Oh, itchy.
You're itchy.
Says fuzzy sheep.
What? It does not say fuzzy sheep. What are you're making stuff up, kid. You are making stuff up, fibber. I don't need a Rubik's Cube. This is not the Rubik's Cube YouTube channel.
Oh, wait, bye.
Why don't you solve it?
Ba,
All right, goofball. Goofball. Go pet Raven. She wants attention. She's over there laying on the floor. All right, here you go. I need this space.
Ba. Come on,
All
fuzzy sheep.
right.
Nice fuzzy sheep.
Oh, and I forgot to put some
You got the fuzzy
duct
sheep.
tape on the back of the magnet. Way too much, but I don't care. Only problem I have with using or with sewing a an exterior without stabilizer on it is all the shifting.
Ba.
does not want to sit still. Normally, I would have stapled it, but I'm lazy right now. This bag has been sitting cut out for about a year.
3 hours?
No, not 3 hours. It's taken me 3 hours to sew it up. Oh, actually we're on 3 hours and about 45 minutes because I was sewing for about 45 minutes before I stopped to come and get you. And if you, well, no, if you don't count the fact that I had to seam rip the entire front, then I guess it would be probably closer to about 3 hours or so.
Can I use your animation hand?
My animation hand? That's not a toy, kiddo. I use that for photographing wallets. Yep. Wallets, not walls.
Wallets.
Wallet.
I heard you what you said because I'm getting older.
Have fun doing your dishes. That's what my 17-year-old's for. I don't do dishes anymore. I can't stand them. Nope, we don't play with the camera.
Wow.
Thank you. I am so not used to using this waterproof canvas anymore. I'm so used to the PU stuff. What's up, baby? What are you talking about?
Is your fridge fixed?
Nope, I'm gonna get a new one. Daddy just has to pick it out.
I'm hungry.
You can go ahead and go up and grab a yogurt. If you say so. Almost done. And I think what I'm going to do is I will do the handle after I'm off of the live. Because, oh wait, no. Oh, I brought one over that I already did. So I guess I do have hardware to add on now. All right. I am not going to worry about hiding the ends, so I'm just going to backstitch.